We gave the jacket as much airtime as I got in the video. That was the bit.
Yeah. We talked about it a little bit before the pre-show, even though I forgot most of it, it seems. But like, Chiz actually linked the video in our group chat, and I was like, all right, let's go. Let's see the big man do his thing. I hope he won. I hadn't asked Woody if he'd won or not. I didn't want to know. I didn't want any spoilers. And I don't want to be a secret keeper either. So I'm watching this thing. I'm flicking through. I'm looking for Woody. I don't really care about the video, if I'm being honest. And MrBeast isn't my flavor. But I'm looking for Woody. And I'm like, fuck, I've clicked this timeline for 2 solid minutes. I never found my man. All right. I saw that Casey Neistat guy with his ugly ass face. I saw that Marquise guy. I mean, he's disformed. I mean, disfigured, whatever you want to call it.
I don't want to be
tremendous
part of this.
YouTuber. Thank you for all you've ever done. But you're an ugly fuck. He doesn't watch. And then that Marquise fellow who does all the Apple reviews, love him. I use him whenever I buy.
Is he more handsome? You like it?
And he's a good looking guy. Yeah. That's a fine chocolate fella. And then I saw Philly D. He's got some airtime in there.
He wins.
And spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert!
I'm glad Philly D won. I'm glad. Well, not everybody's watched it. Good watch. Who knows who won? I never found you though. I was like, this is bullshit. How is this? And then I look. Can I critique the video? Is that okay for me to do? All right. I thought y'all were gonna be doing look, the video looked fine. It was really well produced, well edited, snappy. I liked it. I liked a lot about it. I thought y'all were going to be jumping out of airplanes. I thought y'all were going to be locked in a basement somewhere, like Saw, trying to figure out who has the key in their asshole. I was expecting bigger things, if I'm being honest.
The first and only part of it that I competed in was Is It Cake? So they had 5 Lamborghinis under hydraulic presses. And I'm not a big Is It Cake content consumer, so I don't really know what the hell I'm doing. And if you look at the cars, they're kind of far. I'll call it 150 feet away, something like that. And I can't tell which one's cake. The thing is, the car's body was made of styrofoam, and they all had the same wrap. You wrap cars nowadays. So, right there, 90% of the car is identical. All the cake cars had real tires and rims. So we're up to 99%. Can't even see the cake in this. So you look at it, you can't really make a quick decision. And none of them look like cake because they're not made of cake. And we have to get in lines. I'm having musical chair vibes because all the YouTubers ran into these there were 5 lines with 10 dots in each one of them, and you had to go stand on your dot. And if you think that car is not cake, choose that dot. Well, all the 95% of the dots were taken really quickly, so I just quickly got on a dot. And afterwards, I realized that my car didn't seem to have brake calipers, and the others did. I guess the tell was that mine didn't have door handles, but they're so built into the car from 200 feet away, I couldn't see the door handles. And as time was progressing, it's well, now I don't like my car anymore. I would have picked a different one. I can't see the brakes in this car. I want to change. Someone in my line offered $5,000 for someone to swap spots with them, and nobody took it. And I'm like, that doesn't make me feel good about this
Dude,
spot.
I took that money. I do wish I'd gone. I'd have been that guy. Yep, my spot is yours. Look.
I did not see what White Boy said, Zach. Maybe put it in there. I'd like to know. Anyway, so I lost my train of thought. The hydraulic presses start compressing and stuff, and I really want to get out of my line, but I can't. For a moment, a split second, somebody 15 feet away from me took their foot off the base. And as I'm should I make a dive for this? He put his foot back on. It was really only off for a full second, but had I instantly gone, I maybe could have dove and put a hand on his spot while he took his foot off the base to make a baseball term, but it wasn't really there. And I was gutted when I lost. I really, really wanted to win. Half of the people there thought the $1 million was for them. And I got a chance to talk to MrBeast staff and everything. It was a PR thing. They thought that giving away money to the YouTubers would be received as this the rich get richer thing, and nobody would like it. Mind you, like 2/3 of the people there did not have millions of dollars. That it's easy to lose all your money, and YouTube wasn't as profitable in 2012 as it is today. So a lot of guys might have really, really liked that $1 million, but he was afraid to be viewed as rich got richer. And there was no keeping the money, but people were playing like it was theirs. And I was
you
gutted.
and Harley were in the same line, right?
That's why I was like, here was my thinking. I couldn't tell if the car was cake, but line 4 had 3 special effects artists, 2 guys from Corridor Digital, Freddie Wong, and then 1 cake expert, Harley. And I'm like, this is the line. I'm good with this. We got a food guy and 3 special effects guys. Here's where I want to be. And it was not the right place. We all lost.
That reasoning is hilarious.
They let you eat the car afterwards?
No, it was all smushed up.
I put my finger in it, and
you did get a taste of the Lambo.
Yeah.
Terrible infection.
That's how I watched the video. Is I got to the point that you and Harley were in that line, and then when I saw your line got eliminated, I was like, well, let's do a little scrubbing, see if we can find Woody or Harley somewhere in here. And then you were the only one with a good critique on the Minecraft houses at the end.
I'm looking at a tree with torches on it that's about to burn down. A house with no lighting inside that's going to spawn zombies and kill them. And then this one that works.
I got you did watch it. Yeah, there was a little airtime at the end. Everyone else just voted for the house. Like, I like this one, I like this one, but I gave my reasoning so that they showed that. But behind the scenes, they did a lot of interviews with me. I guess Jimmy had been talking about me a lot, and maybe they're pumping my tires. Maybe it's true, but they're like, dude, Jimmy keeps crediting you with the reason he got into YouTube. You know, how do you feel about this? How'd you feel about that? How'd you feel? There's 20 minutes of footage. 100% of it is on the cutting room floor. All these like backroom interviews and stuff. If I could change a thing about the video, like if I had made it, I think I would have had it connect with the YouTubers a little bit more. So much of it was like aerial shots of them crossing. Is it the floor is lava or whatever? Only the chip stuff really had any personality in the video. And I would have wished there was more of that.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, I could see it. And also, like, very few people that I watched leading up on the final Minecraft critique said anything other than like, I don't know, I just kind of like the vibes of this one. And then I really liked that you came in and you're like, those torches are going to burn that one down. This one's got no lighting interior. That means that the ghouls are going to spawn. This makes sense though. Like,
I am never.
I watched it.
Not
I wanted
amazed
to see
by your memory. I know I watched it, but I don't think I would have retained it as well as you did. You did. That's all true. I was
going to say I saw the clip as well. What was the game there?
Basically, they gave everyone the same materials to build a Minecraft thing because Minecraft was big at the time. And then the guys who got voted off voted for the best one. And they made it look a little closer than it was. I was in the final group that voted. And when I got there, everyone was like, Philly D already won. You know, if you look at the votes, they're like, ooh, it's 18-17. That doesn't add to 50. You know? There were 50 votes. I think it was like 30-20 in the end, something like that. So people knew. Well,
at least you didn't have to like travel across the world or the country. It was nice and local for you.
Super. Yeah, it was a nice 90-minute drive or something. I actually enjoyed the drive.
Yeah,
it's no big deal. But his staff was amazing. Man, he has an operation over there. Beast City is like under construction. I don't know if I can talk about the specifics of like the videos they're making, but people in captivity, fake prisons, and I can't even remember it all. They had a basketball court Jimmy likes to play. So the day before we did all the photo shoot type stuff, and then the day after we drove home. So the shoot was done in one full day, but before it, probably most people have never done like a real photo shoot, but they have cameras on these mechanical arms that like move all over, and they get like front, side, whatever, just for thumbnail options and Instagram content. And then they had like a glass in front of me. And dude, in my head, the whole time, I'm like, a lot of people watching this probably haven't seen me for 15 years. Be handsome. And then they're like, press your nose against the glass. And I'm like, fuck it.
No.
They're like, you don't have to actually touch the glass if you want. And I'm like licking it. I just gave up all like ego and tried to be like funny in the pictures. And they didn't use any of it as far as I can tell.
They're like,
they
you
were
can put
gonna,
your shirt
but
down,
then
though. Yeah.
Yeah. But
At least you
I
had fun
lost
with it.
15 pounds for 3 seconds of airtime in the MrBeast video.
Oh, you cut for this?
I did. As soon as I like decided to do it, I was like, clean up your diet, fatty.
Yeah,
I was
mean,
shocked
that
at
makes
how
sense.
few of those old YouTubers I knew, because I didn't watch most of the video, and I was like, I don't know who this guy. I just assumed all the ones I didn't know were like Minecraft, because I've never really.
There were a
been
bunch of Minecrafters. A lot of the women were there were 50 people, but 7 of them were women, and they formed an alliance together. What Philly D was in too. I don't know how much the alliance helped, but yeah, Philly, he's very charming and was in it to win it. So he's like, hey, like, we should get together, like the girls and I, and form an alliance. And they said yes, and that's like that part of how it went down. But at the end, there was a chip challenge. So the idea is you eat like the world's hottest chip or something, and there's a spicy one and a non-spicy one next to it. And then the person watching you eat it has to guess by your reaction which one you ate. Philly D ate the spicy chip. Let me take a step back. Jelly ate the spicy chip and masterfully played it off. You could not tell it was the spicy one. And then the second it ended, he's like, I'm in pain. Can I have the milk? And Philly D did it. And after it's over, they're like, do you need the milk now? And he's like, no, I'm him. And he like walks off. And I'm like, mother trucker, that was so badass. One thing that made me feel better is after I got knocked out, I was gutted. I was like, man, that stinks. It stinks that I lost on it. Is it cake challenge? Maybe I could have done something. The next challenge were teams of people flipping a water bottle. And the video didn't show just how weak a link one of the teams had. But there was a girl who just couldn't flip a bottle. In fairness, it didn't have enough water. But they were down by like 3 people. It wasn't close like the video made it seem it was. And I was talking to one of the guys on his team, and he's like, it stinks. I lost and I didn't do anything wrong. Like, he hit his first flip, immediately tags the next guy in the relay, and her team was just sunk because that wasn't in her skill set. And I'm putting myself in those shoes. It's like, oh, so the next one was also kind of a crapshoot. Like, did you get lucky or not? It wasn't really skill based. And then there was the spicy chip one, which I had no talent in. There's no reason to think I would have done well in that. There was another one that was a mannequin challenge. So they're in a box, and there's a bunch of people dressed the same, maybe like 100 mannequins and 5 humans. And you have to guess, like, or 15 humans. And you have to figure out which ones are the humans. And they just move a little bit every so often. And I'm like, there's no reason to think... If the other competitions were grappling, paramotoring, and swimming, I'd have been gutted. But there's no reason to think this competition
even if it was
offered
like jump roping,
That's
or zigzagging, or trivia. But they're all just kind of like random number generating. Like,
yeah, they're random. They're based on chance. And then, when you talked about the water bottle flipping competition, Kyle and I both made the same face, because they've got a multi-million-dollar budget. They're bringing all these people from all over the world, and now we're going to play children's party games. It's like,
I hear you, but the theme was a lot of stuff that was like big at the time. And I guess the water bottle flipping was kind of a trend. We did, I think it was to Harlem Shake music or something like that. Like, they were trying to bring back the 20 teens or something. So like, I see what they did there.
Yeah. But maybe do the fancy version of bottle flipping, whatever that is. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what that is. But
you
it's
bet
not
you could.
plastic
You'd be good
bottles
at
with a
this.
little water squirted in them.
Flipping a water bottle is easier if it's more full. And I think they intentionally didn't put enough in there.
See, my team would have won. I'd immediately pissed in the bottle. filled
That's
that
good
thing up.
thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you have to take the whole jumpsuit off.
No, I just gotta cut a little hole in there.